Figure skating involves like a lot of different categories. You have like freestyle, which is the things you see on the Olympics, like jumping and spinning. You have synchronized skating, and it's basically like making shapes. You have ice dance, and there's a lot more categories. I do both freestyle and synchronized skating, and a little bit of ice dance. So in freestyle, the elements that are included is spins, jumps, step sequence, and I think choreographic sequence. And that is what's so majorly different about freestyle and synchro, because synchro doesn't have any jumps or spins. All the elements are required to be in a routine, or as we call a program. In recent years, synchro has been more like transitioning into freestyle. So they're adding in jumps, they're adding in more spins. So synchro is becoming more difficult year by year. And it's starting to be less like old school synchro. It was easier. It was easier, but I think the newer freestyle, it just looks cooler. I think it's better this way. Well, I started like figure skating back when I was probably 9, but I started synchro like 11, and I didn't get into like a very, very good team until I was like 15. I was in an organization called Teams Elite, and during my first year, I was on, I think, a non-qualifying team, which means that you don't go to nationals. But then during my second year, I was both on a non-qualifying team and a qualifying team, which means that you have the ability, or you have the chance to go to nationals. We did go to nationals. It was in Colorado, and we got first place. I really liked nationals because it was by Colorado, so there was a lot of mountains, and we were in a resort, and there were cabins everywhere. But one thing that was really difficult was breathing. The elevation in Colorado is like higher than it is here in Illinois, so it is harder to breathe there, especially if you're doing a sport. So we had to train in masks for like a month before going to Colorado, so we could do it without breathing, you know. No, because it's like a 3-minute long program, right? And you're just skating for that whole 3 minutes, doing a bunch of stuff, and then you're like, because the elevation's so high, so that's why we had to train in masks. I competed in freestyle a lot, actually, but I started to focus more on synchronized skating in the past year. So I haven't been doing that for a while, but yeah, I didn't like it. I guess it was a lot of pressure being out there on the ice by yourself. And with synchro, you have a team of people, and they're kind of your support, even though the coaches are scarier. But, you know, you have people with you. Style is a lot more independent, so you know, you can time when you practice and whatever. But in synchro, you kind of have to depend on other people because you're not the only one on the ice, and winning doesn't just come down to you. The main way to choose which one you really want to do is like what kind of team and support you want. Because in freestyle, you have your coaches, you have your friends, but in the end, you're going on the ice alone. But with a team, you know, if you do something horrible, hey, I don't know, like they're with you. They're with you.